3:30 your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So towards the end of the video, I'll give you the my setups for today. So let's just get cracking. So first things first, a little bit of a different picture to the S&P. We had a solid day, and then we've ended up with a fairly small range bar. It is the close of the month, so that is our monthly bar. Massive tail to the upside, smallish tail to the downside. So is that a rejection on the monthly? As far as I'm concerned, it's the third green month in a row. So we need to treat it as such and respect it as such, I would say. We are still in this triangle, and I think what we'll do is just get back to the 3 hour here. And what I'm looking for is two trend lines. The first trend line is going to be that one there. That is my line in the sand to the downside. Now there's a couple of ways of doing this. So the first thing is that trend line. Okay, so you can see one test there, second test of that trend line. So that's these first three fractals. If I adjust that to the next set of fractals, which is typically what will be happening. Okay, you can see we haven't really retested that. I can adjust it to there. Okay, so now we have pretty much 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a retest. Okay, and then the next one, which is pretty much that one, which is where we are right now. You can see we kind of spiked through it, but we're now riding it down. So what this does validate, if you look very carefully, is an inverse head and shoulders. There's the shoulder, there's the head, there's the shoulder, and we've spiked above there. Okay, so this is a pretty big level that we're at the moment. It is 25,736. Just going to put that in there. And now we're going to ignore the trend lines. So we'll leave the bottom one in for now. But that is the next area. Well, there's two here. That's the first one, and the other one, next one is right over here. Probably there. Yeah. Okay. So you can see there's tails there. Few tails, bit of congestion here. More tails here. More rejection there. And this is also double bottom. You can look at a double bottom, cup and handle, inverse head and shoulders, whichever way you want. Doesn't really matter. It is a potential breakout pattern, and that is a breakout pattern to the upside. Okay, then the last thing is want to run this little trend line here, because that is a wedge channel break. So we had a range into a channel, and now we've had a breakout back towards the range. And right, so if we just get down to the hour, start having a look at what we're playing. So obviously I think you've probably already established what I'm looking for. I'm looking for longs off this level. So we'll wait for the European session. There are a few areas in here. So let's just fine tune this. That is the neckline. That is an area of resistance which we've rejected. Okay. And then we have these areas to the downside here, which is where price is sort of fluctuating in between. So between 25,700 and 25,798. That's currently what is transpiring at the moment. We do have another trend line here, which basically runs like that, from this high here to these lows. So there's 4 touches on that. That would be my stop area at the moment. So stop area is below the right shoulder. What I'm looking for is bullish price action for a move to the upside. And let's just get this here. So that is a good 760 points, which would take us above the previous high. I'd probably more than likely look for some profit taking right here at 26,077, and again at the previous high at 26,308. So plan today for me is really to look for longs, be trading off the 15-minute, not looking to be long in this mess here. Wait for something to transpire, and at this moment we have a series of fractals We've got little trend lines here which are being adhered to at the moment, and you probably find that that's the channel there. So you could just mosey on around here for a little while longer before breaking up. But a breakout of the channel, and preferably what I'd be looking for. Let me just zoom in so it'll be clear. So this is the current, well, it's not fractional just yet because this bar is not finished yet. So that's a fractional at the moment. So right now I'm looking for a breakout of 25789. Once this bar finishes and that stays a fractional, then I'll be looking for a breakout of this fractional, which will be 25766. And so it will continue until we get the breakout. Okay, so that's kind of my plan of action for today. It's watching this pretty closely. Just go down the other one. So we're watching this fairly closely. We do have, this is a flag sort of, I just don't like this tail to the upside. Sort of, in my view, doesn't really quite validate the flag, but just look at this as a consolidation pattern. It is consolidating at the moment. It's consolidating off a level. That's the level is consolidating, 25789, but it is consolidating with a bullish pattern. So in other words, that is more, think of it as a spring getting ready to break through a level. That's kind of the view we're looking for. The only way I'm going to trade this is on a breakout. Okay. The other way that I would trade this is a pullback to the bottom of this flag, then I can mitigate my risk. So I can have a fairly decent entry around about here at 25,700, and I could probably keep a 100-point stop loss. A 130-point stop loss below this fractional, which may be below this trend line. I think that's the one thing that I want to look at to make sure I'm below this trend line. Okay, so anyway, that's my view at the moment. I do suspect we're going to start the month off with a green daily bar. And we've got some targets the upside to get to. These tails here are going to get challenged fairly soon, and until nothing really is going to change it. I mean, the market is up, the trend is up. What you're looking for is to buy the dips, and this is a dip with a pretty valid structure and a fairly big double bottom / head and shoulders breakout that is in the process of happening. So the last thing that we haven't done is just have a look at this. What is this measured move? It's going to be right over there. If I look to the left, there's nothing really much to the left here. Let's look on the 8 hour. Nothing really here that warrants level. I think this area below it is a little bit better. So that's 26,358 is my target. 26,358 is the target for the move to the upside. Then I would expect some kind of a pullback, probably to test the breakout of this trend line, and then it'll give me another opportunity for the long. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. I hope it helps, and we will catch up with you later. Cheers for now.